he revealed. People don't want to think about the possibilities of his relationships with these people in Hollywood. People don't understand how many honeys he had when he was alive. He was treated like a king. He was able to keep his manhood and his dignity. I'm talking about Hillary. All of the fine chicks in Hollywood you ever seen wanted Malcolm. You ain't heard no stories about him being a crackhead. You ain't never seen him do no chicken commercials or sell no liquor to maintain. He was winning Grammys and y'all ain't even know he was winning them. He in the same category with Beyonce, Cardi B. He go home with the Grammy. They don't even talk about it on the news. He get love from all over the world. You ain't never seen a brother maintain his manhood in Hollywood. Every time one of them dudes bend down, you see they butt crack or they G-string shining out the back of their pants. You got a whole lot of old goblins in Hollywood that's not trying to give up their spot. They will rather kill a young man before they let him shine. When they gonna die? I don't want to see nobody lose their life or die. But all of these old brothers and sisters in Hollywood not trying to give up their spot. Michael B. Jordan doing movies about vampirism because he done seen it in Hollywood already. You wonder how them people be able to stick around for so long. He know what time it is, just like a lot of them know what time it is. You got actors coming in from overseas, Africa, the UK, playing African-American roles. They could play a nigga better than a nigga, and they winning Grammys and awards for that. Michael B. Jordan didn't have to do none of that in order to get into the movie Creed. Steroids is a hell of a drug. The same way Rick James said cocaine is a hell of a drug. People looking like Chris Tucker trying to get ahead in the entertainment industry. Eyes popping out their head, they'll do anything. They'll suck just to dry that truck. But my brother didn't have to do none of that. And that's why I want to say rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Black Hollywood is different. We're going to be doing some studying tonight. There's a lot of things I'm going to be sharing with y'all, and I need y'all to be patient so y'all can get an understanding of what's happening in Black Hollywood. There's million billionaires that don't made their mark, and that's why it's impossible for a new generation to make their mark without using TikTok or Instagram, because when it comes to the elites, they claiming they ain't give up that butt. They claiming they don't be doing the booty. They make it seem like they maintain their dignity and stuff. But them gatekeepers, they waiting. And they had to go through it, and they gonna make sure you go through it. And fortunately for Michael B. Jordan, not Michael B. Jordan, I do apologize. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, luckily for him, he came in Black Hollywood during the time when Black people were still Black. When people were still producing quality productions, I'm talking about movies, music, when people still had talent. I want to share something with y'all real quick before we get into the main event. Malcolm-Jamal Warner had a podcast exposing everything about the entertainment industry. When I say everything, I mean everything. We're about to get into that. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. Without further ado, we're about to get into some vital information. Please watch the video all the way through so you can get an understanding of what I'm saying when I say that Black Hollywood sacrificed this man, because they want to sacrifice the blood of the innocent. Everybody else in Hollywood is tainted. They foul, they dirty, they ain't living right. They blood ain't worth a damn. They done sold their souls already. You ain't gonna get nothing fantastic out of their sacrifices. That's from your favorite entertainer to your least favorite entertainer. I'm trying to let y'all know, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, I ain't saying this just because he passed away. It's gonna get deep. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all need to look at this real quick.
You have heard by now, the Cosby Show will close out its run on NBC this Thursday night. The final episode of an 8-year run that has seen Malcolm-Jamal Warner grow with Theo Huxtable from a tentative teenager into a mature young man with a world of promise.
You remember Princeton?
Of course I remember Princeton, but the thing...
Dad, please listen to me.
I'm listening.
There...
put his face together like a butt. What was that all about, y'all? Wait a minute. He squeezed. I didn't know they was on that show squeezing cheeks and all that shit. What was really going on? What secrets did he know that he wasn't trying to tell? Did they practice? Did they rehearse? Or was this just a freestyle or some shit? What was it all about? Let me shut up. We gonna get into this. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go.
There are no more tickets. Look at me. There are no, look. There are no more tickets. You understand me?
Malcolm, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
It's kind of early, but I'm here.
Yeah. The show closes down. Are you sad? You satisfied? What? You come to grips with it?
I'm satisfied. I mean, we've had 8 wonderful years on the show, but after a while, after you're doing the same character for 8 years, you kind of look forward to being able to move on. And again, we've had 8 wonderful years.
But if Bill said, "Hey, let's keep doing this for a little while," you'd stay?
Oh, I'm not stupid now. come now. My loyalties have always been with the show.
Yeah.
But I'm looking very forward to be able to go on to the next level of my career.
Yeah. Did Theo become really comfortable for you? Almost too comfortable as an actor? I mean, was it by the 8th year? Was he still work?
After a while, after doing a character for such a long time, it becomes automatic. And there are things that you do when you're acting that you simply recall so easily. And doing a sitcom, sometimes you get caught into what I call a situation comedy rut, because there's a certain formula in your acting that you have to do for a sitcom that is unlike doing film or stage.
Yeah. Besides the paycheck, what are you going to miss most?
Not a lot, because I mean, I would say the cast, but but we're friends, so we'll talk on the phone. I would say the crew, but I'm trying to get everybody from that crew to my new show. So, and I'll be doing my show in the same studio. So, there will be a hell of a lot that I'm gonna miss, because my experience will kind of still be the same.
Yeah.
Did y'all catch that? He moved on to his own show back then. They cut ties with Cosby and let Theo do his own thing. And he was all right with leaving the Cosby family behind. He was headed out to start his own career. They was treating him like he was the next Eddie Murphy. They was treating him like he was the next big thing in Hollywood. He had dreams, hopes, and aspirations of taking it to the next level. He was looking forward to shining and being in blockbuster movies. They was gonna do him like Will Smith before Will Smith came along. There was a bunch of people trying to kill his momentum. He already had it running. And they figured, hell, with him out the way, we can shine. It's a cutthroat business. But there's something that people don't realize. When things didn't go like how he thought it was gonna go, he still managed to live a life that a lot of them people that's so-called successful could only dream of. Them people that you see in the movies, them athletes, they be playing basketball dead broke. He didn't have to go through that. Let me show y'all something real quick. Y'all listening? Look at this.
This is the Real Estate Insider. Today we're looking at a home owned by who we know as Theo Huxtable from the hit sitcom The Cosby Show. Malcolm-Jamal Warner purchased this Studio City home back in 1994 for just $470,000. He's been renting it out for some time now. It's available even now for rent at $8,950 a month. It boasts an amazing panoramic view with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and nearly 3,000 square feet of space. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't just yet, and enjoy the tour.
We ain't doing none of that music. Cut that shit off. Matter of fact, that shit sound like Frank Ocean masturbating in the tub. Whatever that shit is. Looks like shit out of here. Look at this house, y'all. This is his crib. He don't even live. He rent this crib out. He got it like that. Ben had it like that since 94. And you would have never thought. While basketball players pawning their rings and selling their mother, he renting this out Airbnb before Airbnb even existed. So how did he do it? How was he able to maintain? How was he able to still swim with those sharks, even though you ain't seen him? He was working behind the scenes. It's looking like they felt like he was the lowest man on the totem pole when it comes to their era. In order to keep their thing afloat, they got to throw somebody off the boat. Especially in times like this when nobody's getting roles, ain't no blockbuster movies, ain't nobody going to the theater. People not tuning into no shows like that. They feel like they too old to do a TikTok dance. They might snap something on live. They got to make sacrifices in order to keep their boat floating. Y'all need to listen at this.
First of all, condolences to Malcolm-Jamal Warner, his wife, his daughter, friends, all of that. This is a sad time. You know, we all grew up watching The Cosby Show, especially Gen X. I'm Gen X. Love Theo. Theo's character on The Cosby Show was just, you know, he's a few years older than me. So it was like a close friend, a cousin. It felt like a family member. You know what I'm saying? So this is a devastating loss. Let me just put that out there. I am completely empathetic. However, on my page, you know, I am the voice. You know, I speak out on a lot of things that people are scared to speak on, people are scared to say. And I don't mind sacrificing myself, you know, for people to attack me for it. I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. Malcolm-Jamal Warner knew better. This is a brilliant, highly intelligent man. I'm sure in his entire lifetime, he's been on millions of vacations. Okay, on a beach in the Caribbean, tropical islands. This is a highly intelligent brother. And yes, he may be an excellent swimmer, but he knew better. You don't play with the fucking ocean. You don't play. I just went on vacation myself 2 weeks ago. I was in Puerto Rico, about an hour away from San Juan, at a very closed off location, a very hidden resort right off the beach. And, you know, the beach, you know, being that the resort sits right on the beach.
What y'all gonna do when Steve Jobs and Elon Musk and Bill Gates and all them people get together to take them cameras off y'all damn phones? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna be talking to the wall, looking stupid. What y'all gonna do when Donald Trump signed that executive order to take all them goddamn cameras off of them phones? Y'all gonna be stuck. Your opinion ain't gonna be worth a shit. And I can't wait for it to happen. People speaking on Malcolm-Jamal Warner like he did something wrong. She blamed him for getting in the ocean. If it was up to her, this man would have never took showers. I'm trying to let y'all know, Black Hollywood hate the black community because you got motherfuckers like this that'll get out there and say anything about a celebrity but don't even know how to count to 12. I don't agree with it, but I understand. Can you imagine being black and famous and a nigga with a sweaty ass talking shit about you and they ain't even got no food in the refrigerator? And on top of that, they getting millions of views while they talking they shit. And people hitting the likes and leaving their comments too. I would be insane. And that's allegedly why they're making sacrifices. Cause somebody got to go. You think Morgan gonna get off the boat and he been sitting there so long that he still got Jerry curl stains on the back of the seat? You think Steve Harvey gonna give up his spot so some young dude could shine? And unfortunately for Malcolm-Jamal Warner, even though he an OG in the game, they still look at him like he a little nigga. Because they remember him as Theo Huxtable, Bill Cosby's son. It's hard to respect somebody like that when Bill Cosby is your father. It's people younger than him that seen the Cosby Show and still treat him like a son. Because they seen him getting sunned for like 40, 50 years now on the Cosby Show. You can't get the image out of your head. If you ran into him in person and he bossed up on you, you'll probably smack the shit out of him just because he's Bill Cosby's son. And how many times did he have to prove to people that he was his own man, he was a grown man, he was the Michael Jackson of sitcom? I just showed y'all his own personal Neverland. I wonder if he smashed Tracy Ellis Ross. Because if he did, I know he was a happy man. People wonder why his smile was so big like that. Probably because he got it in with Tracy before, she lost all her luster. Let me see this real quick. This only going to take a second, y'all. Oh, shit. See Ellis Ross. God damn. He probably did have an intimate relationship with her, and that stirs a lot of jealousy. I don't think she in a relationship. I don't think she ever been with somebody, but having a conversation with her gots to be annoying for the men that she is trying to date. She started telling you about Quincy Jones, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, how she went on a date with Eddie Murphy. You gotta hear all that shit. Before you know it, you leave her at the table with the bill. Diana Ross is her father. She remembered the Jackson 5 coming over for Christmas and all that bullshit. That's a hard catch. But for him, all he got to do is, hold on, y'all said y'all can't hear me? Wait a minute, what's going on? We can't hear you. I could hear me just fine. Wait a minute, let me check my mic. And if somebody lying, somebody got to go. Somebody said turn the mic back on. My mic is absolutely fine. Let me double check this real quick. Me just fine. People talking about they can't hear me. Wait a minute, y'all. Damn, the mic was off the whole time. God damn. Y'all ain't hear all that shit? I was talking about Tracy Ellis Ross. God damn, the mic was off. I want to thank y'all so much for letting me know how bootleg the stream was. And how long has it been like that? I do apologize. Somebody said, I heard he put Regina King and her son out. So they was a couple. And that's what I mean when I say Black Hollywood sacrificed this man, because you don't know what their relationships was like when he was alive or who he offended, So let me double check this real quick. Y'all stay tuned. And if you lying, you gonna get blocked. Y'all need to see this. I'm gonna put Regina King, Malcolm. relationship. Because if he was smashing them like that, hold on, wait a minute, wait a motherfucking minute. They was together. That's why she's snarling all on his arm. He tamed her. He looking like Mufasa. And that's his lion queen? I ain't know that. She got a strong back and he was cuffing her. He got a look on his face like he done jizzed her a whole bunch of times. Wait a minute. I ain't know this. Malcolm-Jamal Warner split from girlfriend Regina King in a messy breakup. The actor kept his most recent relationship private. He told her ass she gotta go. When she boss up on your ass and you see them veins popping out her neck, you better dial 911. Y'all seen her and Ray? She get to throwing shit, you better run in the bathroom and lock the door. Regina King was the original woman king. I don't know why they gave that role to Viola Davis. He told her ass he ain't gonna, no disrespect, but she could have beat his ass. Anybody ass for that matter. She Angela Bassett Jr. I'm dying to see why they broke up. Look, Malcolm-Jamal Warner had been private about his personal life in recent years. The beloved actor did not talk publicly about his wife and child, but in the past, he had a high-profile relationship with a girlfriend that ain't end well. Warner dated actress Regina King from 2011 to 2013. The two even lived together. That's where he fucked up. Now, why did he do that? He knocking on the bathroom door. Regina King sitting on the toilet. It got your horses missing their hair all around there and shit. He got Craig's sister in the bed. Niggas doing drive-bys and shit. He go to get in his car. Ice Cube out there sitting in the car. Now, why did he do that? Look, they said the relationship did not end well. He was with her from 2011 to 2013. The two even lived together, but things ended suddenly in 2013 when the actor reportedly blindsided his girlfriend in 2 years by ending the relationship. Can you imagine the look of confusion on her face? Damn, man, he ain't have to do her like that. Y'all need to look at this. Wait. She probably put a hit out on his ass. They said he blindsided her, y'all. She couldn't believe what the fuck was happening. Like, what did I do? How you a Hollywood actress and still get played? He couldn't take it no more, man. She probably wore a bonnet for a week straight, and he lost his motherfucking mind. He snatched that bonnet off. She be bald-headed under there. And no disrespect to Regina King, but Vivica Fox can't keep a man. But even Halle Berry can't keep a man. What the fuck is going on? The only time they keep a man is in the movie. Matter of fact, they don't even keep a man in the movie. What's that all about? But that's Negro here nor there. We got to get back to this real quick because there's so much more stuff we got to get into. This just a little quick little detour. In March of that year, King posted to Twitter to deny that there was trouble in their relationship. Hey, everybody, please don't believe everything you read. Me and Malcolm-Jamal War are good. Life happens. Forward motion. Godspeed, she wrote at the time. So she was trying to keep it together. She did not want to lose her man. She was in love, but he wasn't feeling it. He blindsided her ass and said he couldn't take it no more. But speaking with Us Weekly in 2015, King, now 54, revealed that one of her famous exes broke up with her on Valentine's Day, and she strongly insinuated that it was Warner. Someone broke up with me on Valentine's. Yeah, I'm serious, she said. Then he actually sent me flowers that said, I still love you, and I threw the flowers in the trash, and he was upset that I threw them in the trash. God damn. That's a cold motherfucker. That's some bad karma. You don't do no shit like that. He dropped her ass on Valentine's Day. It's no telling what else he had going on. That's just a prime example. And I ain't saying he deserved what he got, but damn, that's some cold-blooded shit. King hinted that the breakup was with Warner, knowing that fans would know who her exes was. During their happier times in the relationship, Warner called his romance with King very special. We like to protect what we have because it's very special and very precious, he told BET. But I will say that it's a relationship that makes all the sense in the world. Warner died from an accidental drowning. So they talking about this after he passed away. They already strolling down memory lane with this stuff. There's a lot of suspects in this case. This some old Scooby-Doo shit. Because if he ain't know how to swim, why would he be in Costa Rica? Why would they be somewhere where the lifeguards couldn't get to him? They was able to save his daughter. 2 other people survived. He was the only one that passed. So it's some weird shit going on here, y'all. Very, very weird. Okay, we gotta move on. Some other stuff I want to share with y'all. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go.
This young man.
Easy. Easy as pie.
Were you easy as pie?
No, really, I had no problems with him as a child. He was really a good kid.
The love between Malcolm and his mother Pamela was strong. We last spoke to him in 2024 on our Access Daily set while on location in Orlando, Florida.
We've always had a really good foundation, which I think is what helped me during the Cosby years when the job of living in the public eye.
Yeah.
Because we already had such a strong foundation. I think there were life things that my mother was preparing me for.
TMZ obtains these images of Warner looking relaxed and low-key arriving at the Costa Rica airport on July 13th. Today, Costa Rican National Police confirmed to Access that Warner drowned off the coast of Limon on Sunday. Police telling People he was caught by a high current. Warner shot to stardom in 1984 playing the lovable Theo Huxtable on the popular sitcom The Cosby Show, which ran for 8 seasons. Warner was nominated for an Emmy for his work on the show in 1986 at age 15.
We threw 5 buckets of soapy water on the kitchen floor. And then we tied sponges to our butts.
Yeah, Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm. You want to show your abs? Come on. Let's go, Malcolm.
I'm gonna put it back on. I'm gonna put it back on.
Over a successful career, Warner was a frequent guest on Access in 2015, talking about his love of acting and music, specifically his Grammy Award for traditional R&B performance.
It's a really powerful song.
Your dad is such a fan of jazz. Did he get you started on this?
You know what? My father, when I was a kid, he had me reading poetry. The music and the poetry, 2 things that are very big parts of my life, really came from my dad.
Warner reminisced about more of his loves, some he wasn't so good at, in our 2024 interview with his mom.
He hated basketball because he didn't like the contact.
No, I loved the basketball. I just wasn't good at it.
Okay. And what about baseball? What position were you?
First base.
Oh, you don't like first base?
No, I hated baseball. Theater was like my savior.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
What age were you when you knew acting? Were you like, this feels like home to me?
It was 9.
9.
It was my very first play, and it was curtain call. And curtain call, and everybody clapping and standing up.
Why all they mamas be the same, y'all? I'm talking about Usher mama, Kanye West mama. They all got the same mama. All they mamas look like Donda. Something is up, man. It be the same. Even Kevin Durant mama or Donda. Is it just me or am I tripping? Don't she look like Donda? And Donda look like Wanda, Kevin Durant's mama. What the hell? Hold on. Let me see something. Kevin Durant. Damn. Malcolm-Jamal Warner mama look like Donda, and KD mama look like Wanda look like mama or Donda. And Donda look like Trick Daddy. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Is that Loretta Devine? This Black Hollywood got me going fucking crazy. Are they all clones? He kissed his mama on the mouth. What the fuck? No wonder he ain't got no girlfriend. This is sick. Y'all gotta see this, man. Hold on, look. Even Wiz Khalifa kissing his mama on the mouth, sloppy kisses on the red carpet. She sat on his lap and went in for the kiss, man. Even tongue kissed his son. What's going on in Black Hollywood, man? It's some weird shit. I'm starting to think that you ain't gonna make, and I ain't talking about Malcolm-Jamal Warner. I'm talking about these other weirdos in the game. But that's Negro here, no there. Malcolm was able to keep his manhood and his dignity the whole time. That's rare. You never heard no stories of him being a crackhead or broke. People wonder, how did he maintain? You never seen him doing no fried chicken commercials or selling no liquor. He was really a true king in a sleazy business. Black Hollywood is looking to shed the blood of the innocent because everybody living foul nowadays. They blood ain't worth a shit. You can't sacrifice no Lil Uzi Vert. He already down with the devil. They looking for people that got good blood that they can get rid of so they can continue to survive. They looking for that low-hanging fruit. And I ain't saying that Malcolm was a low-hanging fruit, but he wasn't willing to do the foolishness that other people was willing to do just to be famous. He was famous because he's famous, and that's hard for people to do. Let me show y'all something real quick so I could further prove my point. Y'all need to see this bullshit. Look. This what people gotta do to stay famous and relevant. Nicki Minaj been going on and on for weeks. She ain't stopped not one time. She a straight troll. She trying hard to go viral. It don't work a couple of times. She ain't quit. This her new job. She got Twitter fingers. The album ain't coming out. The tour ain't coming out. She selling them perfume bottles and shit. And I ain't mad at Nicki Minaj. I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta jump out the window just to stay relevant. TDE faces doxing claims and $48 million sexual harassment lawsuits. People getting sued left and right. You got Tony Busby out here in these streets. He was a Little Richard fan, a Prince fan. He got his own band that he trying to put together, but he need that money from Jay-Z to push their first single. Your boy Malcolm, who the fuck? God damn, he fat. And he don't write rhymes, he write checks. Okay, let's move on. Y'all ready? Let's get into this. Y'all listening? All right, let's go. Come on.
I met my wife through a mutual friend. I've never second guessed it. We've been together almost 10 years. And we have never had a fight, an argument, a raised voice, or a harsh word said to one
In
another.
10 years?
And it's not like we agree on everything.
Right.
She's Black and Puerto Rican. I've seen her with
Absolutely.
her family.
Yes.
Like, yeah, the smoke is there, the spice is there, but we're just, I think because we met later in life.
Malcolm met his wife at age 45 while on hiatus from dating. Just 2 months ago, he shared the evolution of their love story on the podcast Hot and Bothered with Melissa.
Oh, man. You mean to tell me he left Regina King to get with her and she Black and Puerto Rican? And my man said the spice was definitely there. He went on a dating hiatus. He said, I need me some little something. You ain't got it. Like, what's wrong with you? What did I do? Like, it's nothing you did. It's nothing you said. I'm just looking for a little more flavor. Oh, no, he didn't. He talking to Melissa Ford about the shit. He left Regina King and got with a spicy Black Latina chick. Out of all them Black women in Hollywood trying to holler, as soon as he come in the door, they be sweating, fanning each other and shit. He left her for a nobody. God damn. Hold on, look.
My wife through a mutual friend. I've never second guessed it. We've been together almost 10 years, and we have never had a fight, an argument, a raised voice, or a harsh word said to one
In
another.
10 years?
And it's not like we agree on everything.
Right.
She's Black and Puerto Rican. I've seen her
Absolutely.
with her family.
Yes.
Like, yeah, the smoke is there, the spice is there, but we're just, I think because we met later in life.
Malcolm met his wife at age 45 while on hiatus from dating. Just 2 months ago, he shared the evolution of their love story on the podcast Hot and Bothered with Melissa Ford.
So our first date, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna have kids. And she said, I'm definitely having kids. 5.5 months later, I said, what do you think about starting a family?
What? Why? What was the epiphany 5 months later?
I was like, if I'm going to have a kid, this is the person that I would want to have it with.
The pair had one daughter together who...
Oh my God, he wanted the good hair. Do y'all hear that shit? He wanted the good hair. If I have a child, this the person I want to have a child with. Wait a minute, man. And I know he's no longer here, so I ain't trying to go in or nothing like that. But I gotta see this. These brothers, man. Hold on. And that's his choice. That's his prerogative, man. And I doubt if just because she was a Latin female, that's the reason why he wanted to be with her. But let me see this real quick. Who are Malcolm-Jamal Warner's wife and daughter? Here's everything we know. And rest in peace to him again. His daughter witnessed him lose his life in the water, man. That's a devastating thing. She probably never, ever want to go back to Costa Rica after that. Seeing that, wake up every day like he's gone. It's over. That is so sad, man. So don't think I'm trying to make jokes out of this. But let me do this real quick so y'all can understand why I'm making this video. Just in case y'all think I'm being a lame or some shit like that. How can I explain it? Now, y'all seen the Tina Turner movie when she was with Ike Turner and she started doing that voodoo shit and she was talking about your renge cure, and all that shit started happening to Ike Turner. Mind you, she her and Regina King got a whole lot of muscles. And they got a lot in common. He left Regina King for his new wife. And he out there vacationing in Costa Rica and all that shit. And rest in peace to Regina King's son. She lost her son and he got a new family and they all happy doing vacations and shit. And I ain't saying she had nothing to do with it, but there's no wrath like a woman scorned. And this time, there's a whole lot of sister girl books coming out where, this Wiccan shit going on. So it's no telling where the hate is coming from. That's why people got to stay protected out here. Look. And you don't know who to pinpoint the blame. Y'all see this shit? She did a movie called Rituals. Regina King, Isaiah Washington, and Jennifer Lewis. And that's the mama that's everybody mama on them shows. You wonder how the hell she get them jobs. It don't matter what movie you put on. She was even the mother to a white man on one of them movies. Rituals. Y'all ever seen this shit? Hold on, look. Let me do this real quick. Turn that on.
In our first film, Rituals, writer-director Carol Mays offers a Caribbean twist on how to keep your man. A native of Harlem and a recent graduate of the American Film Institute, Carol has also worked as an associate producer on Sesame Street. She adapted Rituals from her own award-winning short story. It features Regina King, who you may remember as Cuba Gooding Jr.'s wife in Jerry Maguire, Isaiah Washington of Love Jones, and Jennifer Lewis, who I directed in The Preacher's Wife. These actors are playing neighbors who may make you think twice before borrowing that next cup of sugar. So get your popcorn, sit back, and enjoy Rituals.
Hello? Hello? Who the hell is this? Hello?
Take care tonight. How you and that husband doing is what I want to know. He still got that house painting business?
Man, I would have got the fuck away from her too, man. She did a movie called Rituals, people putting shit in people gumbo. He come home, can't get off the toilet. He missed the flight, had to cancel the hotel. He don't know what the fuck she put in his stew. Now he gone. What they doing out there in Hollywood? You don't know who to trust. It could have been anybody. It's some wicked shit going on out there. But we got to get into more details. Y'all listening? All right, here we go.
Who's now 7, Malcolm kept his life with him incredibly.
What was the epiphany 5 months later?
I was like, if I'm going to have a kid, this is the person that I would want to have it with.
The pair had one daughter together who's now 7. Malcolm kept his life with him incredibly private, only posting a few photos of his daughter over the years, and only posting this one image with his wife, both their identities still unknown to the public.
I talk about them because there are obviously the hugest parts of my life, the best parts of my life, the best decisions I've ever made. But I also, I like to keep them and their identity private. I want people to know that it is possible to be happy and to have love and love really be enriching.
His decision, no doubt, influenced by his experience growing up as a child star playing the lovable Theo on The Cosby Show. And on the podcast, he explained how he hoped that role would only be part of his legacy.
I remember my mother said to me one time that Mr. Cosby gave you immortality, but then because I've had this full life, after that show, there's another lane of legacy that I get to leave. There is part of me that I will be able to leave this earth, knowing and people knowing that I was a good person.
I I don't know if y'all heard it, but the way he talked sound very, very similar to Bill Cosby. And I know they was close, and he was raised up under Mr. Cosby, and he learned a lot of his cadences and things like that. So it's safe to say that he was really Bill Cosby's son. But Black Hollywood is evil down to the bone. Y'all seen how they did Whitney Houston. Y'all seen exactly what happened, and everybody know what happened, man. She was in the hotel. Everybody was there. Clive Davis, Brandy, Monica, Ray J, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Aretha Franklin. Y'all know how Black Hollywood get down. Bobby Brown was there, and he doing all right, but he ain't talking about it. Mariah Carey was in the building. When they was upstairs, taking her out of the hotel room, they just kept on doing the award show like ain't a damn thing was going on, man. Black Hollywood is grimy. Y'all seen how they did Tupac and Biggie. Case is still unsolved. Y'all seen what they did to Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Black Hollywood is grimy. They took that beautiful sister, made a movie about her with horrible actors. They said she was with Tupac, Andre Rison, Suge Knight. They put all her personal business out there in the street. She was a lovely young lady from Atlanta. People said she was crazy, but like I said, she was a lovely young lady from Atlanta. What y'all expect? Rest in peace to Lisa. They went on and did the damn TLC without her in the group. Black Hollywood is grimy. They still touring. And didn't even add another member. They doing it just them two. And then got the nerve to perform just the two of us at the end of the damn concert. Black Hollywood is grimy. You don't know what happened to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. And the reason why I'm showing Danny Glover and all these black men in Hollywood is to make y'all wonder how in the hell they've been able to maintain. Idris Elba going to them dressing rooms. Next thing you know, he got his shirt off. Vivica Fox quick to make a sandwich with somebody and they man. Lisa Bonet been with Eric Bonet. Lenny Kravitz, her brother. I don't know what the fuck going on. Tracy Ellis Ross, Diana Ross, Rick Ross. They all related. And people like Malcolm-Jamal Warner just couldn't get ahead. That's why he went out there and did his own thing. And that, you know, I ain't got nothing but love for the man. Take your ass to sleep. Man, I need to be asleep. But I'm up, kicking it with my family. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank all y'all for tuning in. Y'all mean the world to me. Each and every last one of y'all, especially the people that hit that like button. Said Theo got layers like an onion. Hey man, he was a blubbery dude, and that's why I don't understand how he drowned. You know, he always been rotund. He could have floated. That's the weirdest thing about this whole thing. I could see if he was some skinny little man talking about he got caught up in the tide. It don't matter if he washed his clothes with Arm & Hammer or any of that shit. If you going to go swimming, then you prepare for that type of stuff. People talking about he should have known better. Listen at this, y'all.
Like I said, this is hours away from San Juan. This is a very secluded resort, hidden from everything. The beach, when you walk to the beach, there are signs everywhere saying, don't fucking play with the rip currents. There are signs all over the beach warning people, you go in that water, that's your ass. And me being a traveler, you know, when you travel to all types of tropical locations, this is normally the case anywhere you go. Whether it's St. Lucia, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Belize, wherever you go, there are signs. Hell, even in the U.S., you cannot play with the rip current, the rip tide.
He got a mystery wife. That's the crazy part about this man. His wife is a mystery. And I ain't saying it happened for an insurance policy or nothing, but we don't know nothing about this woman. He kept her a secret. He just so happened to go to Costa Rica with his wife and never make it back out of the water. Who is this woman? We can't even get a feel of her character. Not that long ago, I did a video about Gary Coleman and his wife. Matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick. Let me do this real fast. It's only gonna take a second, so y'all can get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all need to see this. Come on.
I'm struggling with missing teeth.
No,
and
get
that's
it.
why I'm here.
God damn.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done anything.
Okay,
like
y'all
this.
listening? Okay.
Cameras rolled on this. Gary Coleman's ex-wife taking a lie detector test, delving into the fall that led to his death in 2010.
If you had anything to do physically with Gary's fall, apologize for show. You know what I mean by physical, right?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Pushing him, shoving him, throwing him overboard. Let's do this.
Test is about to begin.
It's all part of the series Lie Detector, Truth or Deception, airing Thursday on A&E. Remember, Shannon Price faced questions in Gary's death after claiming the actor, who had bouts of seizures, fell down the stairs during an episode. He passed away 2 days later.
I heard this big bang. I went downstairs, blood everywhere.
When you made that 911 call, what was going on in your mind?
Well, I was definitely panicked.
Did you have anything to do with Gary's injury?
The fact that people think that I would have killed him, I would never. I mean, I would take my own life.
She looked like a damn Chucky doll. Talking about she ain't never killed Gary Coleman. She had the Chucky face and he had the Chucky height.
Before I would ever do anything to him.
What exactly are we trying to resolve here?
Being accused of murder, being a killer.
I, Gary, take you, Shannon,
to be my wife.
To be my wife.
E.T. was there from the beginning when Shannon and the Different Strokes star said I do back in 2007. 8 months later, they appeared on divorce court amid several disputes, some violent.
If I have to throw something or break something, that's what's going to happen.
I think we're very forgiving with each other, and I think the marriage will last.
She should have took his ass back to the zoo. And rest in peace to Gary Coleman. That was I do apologize for that. He acting like he was her pet. But that's Negro, you know that. And the whole point of me showing y'all that is because we don't know nothing about this man's wife. We don't know her character. If he loved her and they was together and it was all that, then that was good. But y'all remember this? That don't mean not just because somebody say they in a happy relationship and they love somebody and all that. Look. Hold on, let me look. Y'all remember this shit? When Tom Cruise went on Oprah and he was jumping up and down on the couch talking about how much he loved Katie Holmes. And that's the same chick that wound up smashing Jamie Foxx. Tom Cruise's jump on Oprah's couch is 20 years old, and we've never stopped thinking about it. He was like, I love her. 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 And Oprah was looking like, oh, this motherfucker in love. Next thing you know, they had a horrible divorce. She was cheating and all that shit. It got real ugly. So Malcolm-Jamal Warner loving his wife and everything, that's what happens until things get bad. Did things get bad? Seeing how he did Regina King, he blindsided her ass. Let's go to Costa Rica. He said she was black and Puerto Rican. You never know what she put in that man rice. And I ain't trying to blame her. I blame Black Hollywood. That's who I blame. The Terrence Howards and people like that never wanted to do a collab with him because they grew up watching him on TV, and when they get around him, they mad at the fact that they fans. They be mad when they a fan of you. They be looking for you to be a fan of them. But when they start fanning out and bitching out and embarrass themselves, and Malcolm-Jamal Warner standing there smirking, that's when they hate that man. And how you be a child star in the 80s and still got your shit together. People wondering how come he ain't turned out like Tevin Campbell or somebody. Out of all the people from the Cosby Show, he the only nigga with a bag. The rest of them doing OnlyFans. You get on the website, they holding their cheeks open with Bill Cosby tattooed on their ass. We don't know what the fuck happened to Raven-Symoné. I don't know what the fuck happened to Raven-Symoné. Let me share something with y'all. And if you've been watching me for a long time, I don't already let it be known, but I'm gonna let it be known again. And I ain't ashamed to admit it. Let me get some of age pictures, cause I don't want no weird shit going on. Well, fuck it. When I was young, she was young. You know what I'm saying? When I was a little boy, she was a young lady. And I'll be the first to admit it. I had the biggest crush on Raven-Symoné coming up. And looking back, I do not know why. I don't. What the fuck was I thinking? Maybe because she was light-skinned on TV. Now that I'm grown, I really don't see it. They slap a light-skinned chick on TV, all the niggas in the hood glued in front of the television screen. That's all she had going, man. I can't think of nothing else. I could have been high. I don't know what my mama was smoking when I don't know. But that's Negro here, no there. And I ain't the only one. There was plenty of people out there that, what the fuck? Shit, I love McDonald's, but I ain't never have a crush on Ronald McDonald. What was I thinking? Shit, them Big Macs taste different back in the day. I don't know what the hell happened. That's like being in love with Roseanne. I ain't never have a crush on no goddamn Roseanne. Maybe I was a crack baby or some shit. But then, what the fuck? She need to quit watching them Ninja Turtle movies, cause she taking that shit too seriously. Was she smoking cigarettes? You quit talking about that woman. She beautiful, y'all, regardless. Okay, I need to get the fuck off of this. Orlando Brown said he ate that skitty scat ooh bop skitty ooh bop. He said he ate her kibbles and bits in the trailer. Oh man, he said he was done toe that ass up back in the day. What the hell? Rest in peace. Look how he all on her butt. And she looked like she like it. Somebody should have put the water hose on them kids. Like, break it up, break that shit up, break it up. What y'all done? Break it up. Ooh, bop, skip it, ooh, bop. Her little brother turned out to be a pimp. That nigga ain't shit. They said Big U was his father. They owe one of them owe one of them West Coast gangsters a favor. Like, hey, homie, how about you put my son in your motherfucking show? That way you could pay back the debt you owe me. He turned out to be a triple OG. Got Raven Simone selling weed. She got nickel bags all in her bra while they filming the damn show. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. What's going on over here? Yo, I want to give a shout out to all of the people leaving comments and hitting that like. How many people hit the like? That's what I really want to see. That's a goddamn shame. Well, the like button is over here, just in case you didn't know. Fuck it, I just hit it my goddamn self. Sometimes you gotta help yourself. But I do appreciate y'all. It's a few more things I want to say before I get out of here. Oh, goddamn, I might as well turn the fan on. Okay, what else I wanted to share? Oh, this is what I wanted to share with y'all before I got out of here, man. He got a podcast, and he been dropping some real stuff, and that's why I say Black Hollywood probably has something to do with his passing. Because, look at this. He said, AI wrote it. You claimed it. Are we losing ourselves to AI? That's a conversation that they not trying to have, or they don't want this to go viral or nothing like that. He been making some bold attempts to wake people up and have good conversation. And I feel his pain because I've been trying to do the same thing with my platforms, and they not really pushing it like that. But this is interesting. He said, AI wrote it. You claimed it. Are we losing ourselves? So people basically with the program, people basically going along with the system. It's not even a human narrative. It's an AI narrative that people falling under. People are victims of AI. So I want to listen to a little bit of this. If you haven't subscribed, well, he gone now. So I mean, I subscribed, and you know, we gonna hear what they talking about. If they sound like jigaboos, you gotta understand that they come up under Bill Cosby. They well-to-do black folks. It's a difference, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You got well-to-do black people out there that will not try to have a conversation with your ass. And if you around these people and white people around, whoever called the police is gonna be one of them. This show is not for average black people. It's called Not Hood at All, the Not All Hood Network. So this ain't for Boosie fans and shit, or people that like Rick Ross. If you a fan of Tasha K, this ain't your podcast. Or if you into somebody said educated people, yeah, people with their education with their head up their ass. And most educated people be dumb as fuck, but you can't tell them that because they got a degree. Education dumb you down to a point to where you're acceptable because you're controllable. You know what I'm saying? You get an education, that's just telling somebody that you willing and able to do whatever the fuck they want you to do. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with getting an education, but people get educations for all the wrong reasons. I feel like if you gonna get an education, educate yourself on something that matters to you. People be educated on some bullshit they really don't even care about like that. But that's Negro. And any form of education is good. As long as you're doing something positive and enhancing your brain, that's all that matters. But, you know, knowledge in the wrong hands can be dangerous. And we've been seeing that a lot lately because, matter of fact, let me share something with y'all real quick before I get out of here. It's only going to take a second. that shit at? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here you go. Y'all looking? Look. Wait.
You're so infatuated with my lifestyle. You see me out on the yacht with a black, beautiful woman. And I hope you don't have anything against black, beautiful women, Curtis. I mean, what are you insinuating here? I mean, and we know you just had your heart shattered when you found out what we found out. We all found out together. And we know that's the mother of your youngest son, little Bruce Leroy. Man, but you gotta give a beautiful black woman an opportunity, Curtis. We know you may have been hurt, you're a hurt hoe, but get over it, man. Enjoy a glass of fine bubbles and...
Rick Ross was out there with a man, and everybody seen that. This shit could fool you. Cause the way that back was arched and the posture and everything, that was a man. And people called him out for it. Shit. It's some strong ass women's out here. Look at this. Hold on, play that. Why it won't play? This shit out here. I do apologize. Look. He hugged up with that thing. All you see is his big beard and his teeth smiling. No ass, no big back arms. You would have thought she was one of the Michael Jackson nephews or something, the way she built. Hey, it is what it is. And the reason why I'm showing this is because Rick Ross is educated. Very much so. This man, he ain't no fool, but he'll play a fool for a paycheck. Just like so many people out there, there's a lot of educated motherfuckers that play a pure fool for a paycheck. He probably hate the Cosby fans because that's all they want to talk about. People come up to him crying, talking about you a part of my childhood and all that, but that shit get old. And he didn't want his wife to be known by the public. He didn't want his wife to go through the shit he go through. People coming up to her talking about Bill Cosby and shit. He spared her from the masses out there. Like, honey, the last thing I want for you is for you to deal with them assholes out there. You or my daughter. I hate them motherfuckers, man. And don't nobody gotta know. We gonna keep this shit on the down low. Nigga messing around, started hating his fans. But you figure after a while, being famous, that shit get old. You just want to go get a cheeseburger or something. Now you got to sign an autograph on a napkin. You go to bite your sandwich. Somebody jump from the ceiling with a camera in their hand. And you standing there with your family looking all stupid. Somebody beat your ass because an autograph went wrong. And I'm sure when he went to Costa Rica, he was just trying to get some time with him and his family and just relax. Messed around the water fucking with you. Somebody must have screamed out to the ocean he was on the Cosby Show or some shit like that. Who knows, man? But I know one thing. I ain't going to no goddamn Costa Rica because there's way too much weird stuff happening to black people, black Americans in the Caribbean. It's like the island be knowing that you're not from there. When everybody wants you to take your ass back to America, even nature wants you to go back to America. You got brothers in Taiwan. Y'all see them niggas in Thailand fucking up their communities? It's a nigga out there right now screaming at the top of his lungs about how he ain't never going back to America. And they can't wait for that motherfucker to leave. You know it's time for you to go back to America when you stop bowing and shit. Like, I ain't bowing for nobody, you heard me? We don't do that where I'm from. We don't do that. I ain't bowing for nobody. I was thinking about moving to another country and shit. You know? But they ain't got no Walmart. They ain't got no Dollar Tree. They ain't got no Burger King. They ain't got no Popeyes. you're gonna have to cook that shit yourself. I ain't ready. The melatonin kicked in a long time ago. I ain't ready to go yet. I want to talk a little bit more about Black Hollywood and how it's basically over, but for the people at the top, they got to start taking out the people at the bottom just to keep the shit floating. If there's too many people on the boat gonna sink. So you gotta toss motherfuckers overboard, or else it's gonna be Black Hollywood is a boat. And everybody, you could get on, but that don't mean you gonna stay. Somebody gonna throw your ass over. That's why they get done so dirty like that. It ain't enough room for everybody. And the messed up part about it is the majority, I ain't gonna say the majority, but a whole lot of people want to be entertainers. It ain't enough room for everybody. Now everybody want to be YouTubers. I remember before everybody wanted to be a damn, when people ain't know how easy. It ain't easy, but it depends on the amount of ignorance that you willing to produce. And there's people out there, they was born ignorant, so they just got it in their blood. I'll be wondering, how can you produce that much ignorance and not lose your motherfucking mind? And then it dawned on me, a lot of these YouTubers, they crack babies. They could do 100 videos about Boosie and don't feel no way about it. They could do a motherfucking, a blog every 2 hours about fucking Young Miami or whoever popping in the news and don't feel no way about it. I would lose my motherfucking mind. And that's why I like talking about people like Malcolm-Jamal Warner, because he got substance. It's a lot of these motherfuckers. Black Hollywood ain't got no damn substance, man. Y'all seen that movie? Let me type this in real quick. This melatonin is kicking my ass. Y'all need to see this, because I was disappointed. What was the name of that bullshit? Look. It was a real nigga movie. I ain't know what to think. I ain't never seen that much cotton in my goddamn life. I'm like, it's 2025. They still doing slavery movies. It was a real nigga slavery movie with a horror twist to it. Instead of paying another actor, this nigga, he duplicated himself so he ain't have to pay a co-star. This, what it cost, like $2,500 to make this movie. Most of the money they spent it on ketchup for the blood. But people liked it though, because it's a real nigga movie. And I ain't trying to be a hater, but god damn. And you know what pissed me off? And I ain't trying to spoil it for nobody. He did the gladiator shit at the end of the movie. Remember on the gladiator when he was about to die and he was reaching out for the lilies and shit? He kept seeing his family, like, right before he killed the man. He did the gladiator shit. And his baby mama had them big old double D. Oh, tell me why he hit that from the back. 5 minutes into the movie. She was in the slave shack and he coming there. She got them big. He had her breastfeeding with a double Z at the end of the movie. And when he was dying, he was reaching out for her breast. This the scene right there when he did it. It was Django, Gladiator, Duster, Dawn, a little bit of Blade. He put all that shit together into one movie. But I ain't hating though. I'm just saying the melatonin is kicking my ass. Somebody said I'm in a motherfucking wheelchair. I done read it all. Like that nigga retarded. He retarded, y'all. That nigga retarded. Y'all see this nigga? He retarded. They talking about. Now I got to be retarded because I stayed on the video a little too long. And fuck y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Nigga said that nigga. He said that nigga in the wheelchair. Oh man. I need to get out of here. He said, Sean, you Malcolm was dating Regina King first. I ain't never dated no Regina King. Oh my God. I don't know what else to talk about. I took some notes. Let me do this shit real quick, man. I said, I took some notes. I said Malcolm was able to keep his manhood and his dignity the whole time. And that's rare. You never heard those stories about him being no crackhead. I said, you never seen him frying no chicken in no commercials. I said, you ain't never seen him selling no liquor or nothing like that. But that's all true. You ain't never seen nothing like that when it come to Malcolm-Jamal. Let me show y'all something real quick before I go. Look. Y'all need to see this. I'm gonna make my point. Look. Oh, y'all need to see this, man. They got your boy Omar Epps. He's selling chicken in them commercials, man. He said, who's got sauce? And dip that sauce. And dip that sauce. Y'all seen that nigga? Y'all seen that dude on Instagram? And he cockeyed. He be like, dip that sauce. And dip that sauce. And dip that sauce. That's what they got Omar Epps doing. He's selling chicken. Got a black man selling fried chicken. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. But hey, he got bills to pay. If Zaxby's gonna help him pay them bills and dry that truck and feed them kids, he the chicken man. He went from juice to dinner. The sauce boss. He probably worked it out in his contract like, yeah, I'll do the chicken commercial, but don't make me eat it. He ain't never took a bite of that chicken, not one time in the damn commercial. That's where he draw the fucking line. He said, you want me to sell your fried chicken? No problem. But don't think I'm gonna be dunking it and eating it and all that shit. And he trying to be smooth with it. He doing selfies. I know he got to be in pain. That's like when Mary J. Blige was doing them Burger King commercials. A black man selling fried chicken. They turn him into Colonel Sanders. He trying to lie, talk about that ain't him. That was Dwayne Wade in the commercial. Who's got the sauce? I could see if he was doing deodorant or something like that. That'd be different. What's next? Watermelon slices? I'll be goddamn. Him and T-Boz doing the chicken wing commercial. He got shot in his ass on the 50 Cent show. What was it? Raising Kanan. Kanan shot him in his ass. Why they do him like that? They had him in the movie with Nia Long acting like a freak. Look. Y'all remember this? He was stalking Nia Long. His eyes was popping out his head. They thought that was the reincarnation of Robin Harris when he did this movie. He was dancing to a broken record. This shit looked pathetic. Now he's selling chicken. And I ain't hating on that, man. Get your money, man. I'm just saying. Who else they got selling chicken? It was somebody else. Y'all need to see this. They got Ja Rule. He's selling liquor and he's selling the goddamn liquor and the chicken at the same time. He's selling liquor and chicken. He went on the news with the whiskey and the chicken, the barbecue whiskey chicken. That's his new gig, man. Your black ass ain't rapping, they're gonna put a chicken dinner in your hand. That's what Black Hollywood going through. Malcolm-Jamal Warner ain't never have to do no madness like this. Sell all them records, go platinum all them times. Next thing you know, your ass got a chicken dinner for sale. Like if this rap shit don't work, this Colonel Sanders shit will. Went from spitting hot bars to serving hot wings. It got to be a bit. The only thing they allow a brother to do is fry some goddamn chicken. But that's Negro here nor there, man. However you gotta make the money, make the money. But Malcolm ain't have to do all that. I'm trying to think of who else selling some bullshit out there. Or doing some BS. Somebody said Mike Tyson selling weed. Ain't nothing wrong with selling no weed if you a celebrity and you got a license. At least you ain't selling people heart attacks and all that shit. But that's Negro. I'm over here half asleep. Let me see what y'all talking about. What else was it I wanted to share with y'all before I get out of here? Oh, we got to get into this real quick. I do apologize. I want to hear a little bit of this real fast.
When we talk about AI, are the people who know how to find that balance and actually be a better human being IRT in real time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, AI makes us all great writers. It makes us all great thinkers. In fact, you'll find some of the same phrases in my great writing that's in yours.
I think to that regard, it makes it even that much more crucial for us to really be on top of the AI game so we know how to use it to enhance who we already are, what we already do.
Yeah.
Because if I'm a creative person,
yeah,
I'm not going to let the AI take over my creativity.
Welcome to
the Not Hood podcast. Man, look, he doing stuff that people regularly afraid to do, man. Look.
Same old phone? Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Watch for free on the Hallmark Plus YouTube channel.
Please take care of Thomas. I'll be back by Christmas.
So I don't know if reverb and compression and those effects qualify as artificial intelligence.
Well, not artificial, but the interruption of technology. And not even necessarily interruption. Now
technology interrupting.
Someone's natural, the way they naturally sing. We were already there in a sense, I think, because of the fact that you could put somebody's voice in an auto-tuning machine 10 years ago and make it sound really crisp and sublime. And that's not the way it went in there. So I'm saying, aren't we just deeper in it? A lot deeper, but we're deeper.
Well, I mean, definitely deeper. But I think before it was taking something to affect a real thing, as opposed to now we got AI that's just coming up with its own thing, right? It's not based on anything already existing. Like you're creating from, again, those effects, reverb and compression and delays, that's all, it's all affecting
something that's already solid and tangible.
Yeah, and
let me tell
what's
you,
the word? Putting a polish on that.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Students that I have heard about from colleges across the country and even in my own school
when they are approached with this AI project or this essay you've written is not yours, it feels AI. Because you can tell.
Yeah.
They make great arguments that no, yes, it is mine. Because that prompt that I put in, that was mine.
Wow.
I finessed the prompt. I asked the questions. I finessed and I finessed and I finessed.
Ooh.
And they will not say that it doesn't belong to them. They will not. They will stick to the end and fight to the end and say, that is my work. I'm the one who created the prompt. Now, what's interesting is that you showed me a prompt today, just as an example.
Damn, that goes to show we got a bunch of non-creative motherfuckers out here, man. And you ain't gotta be creative. There's no point in putting forth the effort anymore when the computer can do it for you. And he was trying to expose this fact. But wasn't nobody trying to hear this shit? People don't want you to ruin the fun. And that's what he was on. This the type of brother you just ain't gonna have a regular conversation or modern, or the conversation might not go the way you'd like, man. I'm pretty sure he checked a lot of people in his lifetime with authority. He was trying to get people to wake the fuck up. And Black Hollywood ain't going for that, man. The status quo is to dumb people the fuck down so the money will keep rolling. Rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He the last of his kind. I know Kevin Hart ain't gonna come out speaking out against any goddamn thing. I don't think we'll ever see today. Let me see. And I love Kevin Hart. I ain't no hater, man. But I don't think he the type. I remember he was doing the interview. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this real quick. Then I'm gonna get out of here. Kevin Hart. No. What was the chick name that he was interviewing? It wasn't Katy Perry. What was the chick from what was her name? Oh, y'all need to see this shit. Look.
But I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been offered, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to.
This man told her to shut the fuck up. She trying to keep it real, have a real conversation, and wake people up, and he like, shh.
But I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been offered, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to.
So the same thing happened to him. He just ain't trying to talk about that shit. They offered me $1 million too and do some shit I ain't want to do, but I did it. I took the money. I did. I took the money. I don't want to talk about that. No, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to fool the masses. Talk that shit. Don't wake them up. Don't tell them anything. Just take the money. Shout out to Kevin Hart, man, but he ain't no Malcolm-Jamal Warner. I know that much. Any of them, none of them, they all some vampires, as far as I could see. And the ones that's not, they trying to stay out the way. There's plenty of people that don't came through Hollywood and they laying low and they got them a nice bag. A lot of them one-hit wonders that was out there. You double back and check on them, they got churches and restaurants and they living life, man. They was able to get out of the spotlight and don't want to be in the spotlight. Wish they never was in the spotlight. Meet all them damn phony people, them demons come into your life, masquerading like they your friends and all that. They ruling it as an accident or something like that. They not even trying to investigate. I mean, shit happens, but I got a feeling that he could have possibly been having some bad energy coming his way. And that's why I recommend for everybody out there, I don't know how you gonna do it, but you gotta find a way to do it. And what I'm talking about is you got to protect your energy, man. It could be coming from miles and miles away. Your ass might be under attack from a hater. Even on YouTube, man, I got to protect my energy because the hate is tremendous. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about, man. I got to protect my motherfucking self. Because y'all, the hate is real. You have 1,503 people watching your video and only have 34 likes. The hate is real, man. And you know, you could beg at the top of your lungs for somebody to hit that like, but they just won't do it. They will watch your video, even giggle and laugh. And then be in the comment section leaving goofy ass comments and will not hit that like button. They'll talk about any and every. You make a video about Malcolm-Jamal Warner, they in the comment section talking about Milli Vanilli. They be in the comment section talking about Martin Luther King. They talking about any and everything except for what the fuck you talking about in your video, man. And will not hit the like button. But that's just the way it go, man. You have to protect yourself. And that's why I was hoping that Malcolm-Jamal Warner had some type of protection. Because there's a lot of hate out there, man. But all you can do is pray and be grateful for what you have. People talking about the stuff they want and mad about the stuff they don't have. But what about the stuff you do have? You know, if you was grateful for that, then maybe all that other stuff you want will come along with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for the 30 likes I do got. I would like to have more, but you know what? If I get 30, then 30 better than nothing. I would like to have 1 million people watching my video and leaving decent comments and stuff, but the comments I'm getting and the people that's watching, I take that. You know what I'm saying? I would like to do numbers like Tasha K, so I don't have to drink myself to sleep. God damn. I may have a drink here and there, but at least I ain't on crack. Do people still smoke crack? Do dope dealers nowadays still get paid like they used to in the 80s? And who the crackheads dying out? And you figure they need new crackheads if they want to make money. How do they turn somebody into a new crackhead when you heard all the stories and you don't heard all of the bad stuff that crack can do? How do they still convert people to crack? You know what I'm saying? What will make a person want to try drugs or pop a pill or some shit like that? It's people that desperate to be cool. I think they start hanging around people that's out of their league or people that they perceive to be out of their league and they want to fit in. They fuck around and start doing the drugs and come to find out the people they thought had money ain't even got no money because they all fiends. Now you a fiend and you got to sleep with these people just to get a little bit of money to keep your drug habit going. I don't know how it worked. But that's Negro here, no there. What else I wanted to share with y'all before I get out of here? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm tripping. Y'all make sure y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button too. Everything you heard in this video is alleged allegations, speculations for entertainment purposes. I got so much love for y'all, man. Y'all be good.